Welcome back to the Ghost 11 Vise Squad, brought to you by the Anadromous Fly Company and Fly Life Company. After you've watched today's video, please head over to our awesome online stores at fishingandoutdoors.net or CA, or fishingandoutdoors.net for US and international shoppers. Also, after you've watched this video, if you liked it, click the like button, and also hit that subscribe button and the little reminder bell so you don't miss any of our future episodes. Today on the vise, we're going to be tying a hothead or egg-sucking leech, semi-seal leech, with a little bit of a twist that you don't normally see. So first of all, we're going to start a thread on the hook shank. Also, this is a size 6 R7 wetfly hook and a 3.2 millimeter tungsten bead from Fly Life Company. And this is we're going to start out with 2 clumps of Sculpin Olive marabou. What we're going to do is we're just going to take the 2 of them and align the tips on them. Just like that. Measure out the hook shank. We're going to do a little bit more than the hook shank length. And then tie that in right there. Right on top of the hook shank. And trim it off at an angle towards the bead. Hold it with your fingers to make sure the tail is still where you want it, and finish wrapping up. Build this body here. And perfect. So now we are going to tie in a saddle hackle feather in brown by the tip. We're going to do it about right there. Pull it back a little bit and then tie it in. And keep that off to the side here for a second. Trim it up. And then we're going to make a dubbing loop. I'm going to measure about the length of the feather. We don't have any loss there. Give it a twist. And then wrap up the hook shank. Now we're going to put our dubbing twister tool in. And here we have Arizona semi-seal in a deep leech. We're going to sparsely fill this loop with it. One thing when you're filling these doubling loops, make sure that you're keeping it even throughout the whole loop. You don't want one section being heavier than the others. For this particular fly, we want to keep it relatively sparse because we're also going to have this hackle polymer in there. And then we'll just give it a twist. Another. We're going to take our dubbing brush and preen it out. Now for the complicated part of this fly, we're going to pull down this saddle feather and we're going to try to get them about as even as we can. Pinch it there, grab our hackle pliers, pinch them together with the feather and the dubbing loop. It may take you a couple tries just to make sure that you have loop and the feather aligned tightly together. If you don't, then you're going to have a little bit of a problem later on. So now once you have these together, you're going to give it like 3 twists. That's all. It's going to help keep them together. And hit it with your dubbing brush one more time. Make sure you didn't trap anything in the process. And then we're going to preen these fibers back all together as we put them into the fly. We're going to use the rotary function for this. Make it a little bit easier. It's not required to have by any means, but it does make it a little bit easier. Just make sure you're continuing to preen those fibers back so you minimize weed trap. Alright, we want it right at the bead. And tie it in on top and then put a couple wraps in front of it. Trim it off. There you have the main body. Brush this out. And now you have this polymer body with the semi-seal still sticking out of it. Now we're going to take a brown feather from my wetfly saddle, preen it back like that, and then trim off this tip like that, and tie it in from there. And we're going to take our hackle pliers once again, grab the stem here. We're going to wrap while we preen these fibers back over top of the body. Oop, lost grip of it. That's okay. Like that. Catch it with your thread. Preen it back one more time as you tie it off. Just like that. Take out the stem. And there you have the main body. To go with this orange bead, we're going to add some rusty brown, although it's more of an orange color, ice dubbing. Dub it right on the thread. We're going to use it as a color. Just like that. Now we're going to take our dubbing brush one more time and we're just going to preen out everything. It'll also help separate those fibers from the soft hackle. Back, pull out any crazy fibers, but we do want to leave a lot of them because they will help give this fly a better profile in the water. And then we're just going to half hitch off. Actually, first of all, we're going to give our thread a couple wraps with super glue. Just lock tight. So really cinch it in. Most of the takes you're going to get on this fly are going to be rather aggressive. It doesn't hurt to add a little bit of protection to the fly. Just like that, you have a semi-seal leech. It's a little extra twist to mine that I like to add with the hackles. Thank you for watching today's segment. After you've and now that you've watched this video, please head over to our online stores at fishingoutdoors.ca and .net for international and US shoppers. If you want to tie this fly, most of these materials can be bought, possibly even all of these materials can be bought at our our sponsors' websites, from tools to material in the fly. Most of these I received from Fly Life Company directly, so I mean, check them out. Huge selection, and all my tools came from Anagerma's Fly Company, another one of our sponsors. So please check them out, and I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and hope to see you guys next week. Have a great week.